Hi everyone, welcome to today's Piece of Peace. I started off this morning in just writing out some gratitude, thanking God for feeling good this morning and for his tender reminder. Like I woke up again wanting to make the bed, and if I go downstairs to get a cup of coffee, I see something that needs to get picked up and put away, and I go into that mode all the time. It's just sort of like it's just innately in me to just pick up and put things in order and sort of go around my day doing that. But this morning, I said, thank you for the tender reminder to put aside my chores and to meet with you. I don't want to choose these meaningless tasks over you first in the morning, God. I said, I wrote out, I said, I like to have beauty around me and it feels peaceful. However, this is just an illusion of peace because it will inevitably be undone and in need of order again to return to the peaceful state that it brings. But you, Lord, are a constant peace, even in the midst of chaos. You are peace. I said, thank you for drawing me to you, true peace, forever peace, not dependent on circumstances, peace. Just peace. I love you, Lord. And I just thanked him for that, like just a drawing back to how he's the peaceful one. And my ability to create things that are ordered and beautiful really just gets undone. And the peace disappears when it gets undone. And then you have to keep redoing that. But God is a constant peace. He's a peace when there's chaos happening all around us. He's a peace in the midst of trauma. He's a peace in the midst of fear. He's the peace in the midst of whatever it is that's going on that day. And it isn't dependent on how ordered it is. It's just dependent on his consistency and who he is. He is peace. So as he draws me back in, it's just like, again, Lord, thank you for that reminder. No shame, just bringing me back to where the truth is. Today we start off in Samuel, Our Daily Bread. Download the app or order these online. 2 Samuel 22. And this is a song of praise from David. David had been just barraged by his enemy, and he's reminding himself of who God is. Just like this morning, it's like I can get barraged with things coming at me all day long, and I have to center myself and remember who he is. And from that point of remembering the things he's done, praise comes out. So let's start in 1 through 7 and 22, and then we're going to jump to 17 through 20. David sang to the Lord the words of this song when the Lord delivered him from the hand of all his enemies and from the hand of Saul. And he said, the Lord is my rock, my fortress, and my deliverer. My God is my rock in whom I take refuge, my shield and the horn of my salvation. He is my stronghold, my refuge, and my Savior. From violent men you save me. From violent men you save me. I call to the Lord who is worthy of praise, and I am saved from my enemies. The waves of death swirled around me. The torrents of destruction overwhelmed me. The cords of the grave coiled around me. The snares of death confronted me. In my distress, I called to the Lord. I called out to my God. From his temple, he heard my voice. My cry came to his ears. How much of that is happening right now, where we can feel the waves of death swirling around us. The cords of the grave coiled around us. The snares of death confronted me. And he jumps to 17. He says, he reached down from on high and took hold of me. He's going to do this for us in this season. He reached down from on high and took hold of me. He drew me out of the deep waters. He rescued me from my powerful enemy, from my foes who were too strong for me. Who's your enemy right now? Fear? Finances falling apart? What is your enemy right now? Anxiety? Depression? What is your enemy right now? Distraction? He reached down from on high and took hold of me. He drew me out of deep waters. He rescued me from my powerful enemy, from my foes who were too strong for me. They confronted me in the day of my disaster, but the Lord was my support. But the Lord was my support. He brought me out into a spacious place. He rescued me because he delighted in me. This is written by Anne Cetus, and it's titled Open Arms. Sadie and his family have an open arms and open home philosophy. People are always welcome in their home, especially those who are in distress, he said. That's the kind of household he had growing up in Liberia with his 9 siblings. Their parents always welcomed others into the family, he says. We grew up as a community. We loved one another. Everybody was responsible for everybody. My dad taught us to love each other, care for each other, and protect each other. When King David was in need, he found this type of loving care in God. In 2 Samuel 22 and in Psalm 18, it records his song of praise to God for the ways he had been a refuge for him throughout his life. He recalled, "In my distress I called to the Lord. I called out to my God. From his temple he heard my voice. My cry came to his ears." God had delivered him from his enemies, including King Saul, many times. He praised God for being his fortress and deliverer in whom he took refuge. We can do the same. He's doing the same for us. He is the same for us. While our distress may be small compared to David's, but our distress is real to us right now, and it seems big. God welcomes us to run to him to find shelter that we long for. His arms are always open. Therefore, we sing the praise of his name. Her question to you is, when has God been your refuge? Can he be your refuge today? How can you help someone else run to him? Her prayer is, God, I am grateful you've always been and will always be my secure place to land. I pray he's your secure place to land today, and that you can sing a song of praise as he becomes your refuge in this time where we aren't finding our own put together peace. I can't order things enough to bring the peace that I need. He is the constant peace. Take refuge in him. He charged me after this to write a song out of these scriptural references, making my verse of 1 through 7 and my chorus 17 through 20 and even a bridge on 14 and 16. But just to remember it, can't order enough things to bring peace, but he can. Resting in him and trusting in him, we will find peace. That is our piece of peace today. God bless you.